how lucky you are. When your life's going wrong, when the fates are unkind, when you're limping along and get kicked from behind, tell yourself how lucky you are. Why do you cry a cloudy sky, an empty purse, a crazy universe? My philosophy is simply things could be worse. So be happy you're here, think of life as a thrill, and if worse comes to worse, as we all know it will, thank your lucky star you got this far. And tell yourself how lucky you are, how lucky, how lucky, how lucky, how lucky, how lucky, how lucky you are.
Why I'm just a waitress. The question wouldn't really bother me if it weren't for the big fat just they throw in. It implies that I could be doing something better with my time. Well, believe me, given the chance to be an, actress, I would pass it up any day to be a waitress. Believe it or not, I did try my hand in acting once, and I wasn't too bad. But I got so tired of needing the job, needing the big break. So I went into a profession where people needed me. Since my 5 years of waitressing, I've learned that it requires pure, raw talent to pull up the kind of acts that I perform every night. So, when people tell me that I'm so entertaining and ask me why I'm just a waitress, I tell them, don't you think that everyone deserves to be served by the best? There's some that don't care when they put down a plate, there's a sound. Not with me. When they move a chair, it will scrape with a grate on the ground. Not with me. I will have my hand right when I place a glass. Notice how I stand right as customers pass. Serve a demi-tasse with a gesture so gentle, or do it again till it's near Oriental. Da 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 dum dum. It's an art to be a fine waitress, to see that you pleasure each guest. There's a twist to my wrist if I let a fork drop, or cut up a pork chop, or serve a New York chop. It all needs to be stylish and smart. That's what makes it an art. I remember one day, as I do now and then, I had shakes, and down I went. There with my tray full of 7 prime tenderloin steaks. And down I went. But I kept my poise, not one guest heard me fall. Never made a noise, not one noise, food and all. If you have to crawl, you give them what they like. You carry your tray like it's almost ballet-like. La la da 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 dum. It's an art to be a fine waitress. Each evening I treasure the test. Though my chef may be deaf, I stay diplomatic. If I give him static, he might burn the haddock, or put too much salt in a tart. Even that is an art. Tips, ha! Tips are important to people like captains and barmen. For them, it's the tipsy. For me, I'm a gypsy. Just toss me a coin and I suddenly feel like I'm Carmen. So on through the ulcers, the backache, the hot, sweaty feet. On ya go. Through, is your knife dulce? sir, and madam once what with her meat? On ya go. 2 a.m. approaches, the curtains descend. There among the roaches, ooh, my yak's at an end. Every night I tend to find myself crying. There's no work so trying or so satisfying. It's an art to be a great waitress, to do without leisure or rest. So I zoom through the room with a flair no one else has, an air no one else has. I swear no one else has my lilt when I say a la carte. You can see it gives me a glow every time I prove I'm a pro. Maybe I'm not quite Michelangelo, but I'm not just a waitress. I'm a one-woman show.
Being on stage. There's just something about the lights, costumes, makeup, music. Everything is so perfect in theater. When you're on stage, you get to be a different person from a different time, place, or world even. For those few hours you're on stage, there's nothing else but the story you're in right now. Without theater, I feel like a part of me would be missing.
Beyond that road lies a shining world. Beyond that road lies despair. Beyond that road lies a world that's gleaming. People who are scheming. Beauty, hunger, glory, sorrow, never a pain or care. I'm liable to find a couple of surprises there. There's a song I must sing, it's a well-known song, but the tune is bitter and it doesn't take long to learn. I can learn that this pretty little world that beams so bright, this pretty little world that seems delightful can burn. Let me learn, let me learn, for I can see it shining somewhere. Bright light somewhere, invite me to come there and learn. Come learn. No, maybe all the visions that I see may be waiting just for me to stay. Take me there and make me see it. Make me feel it. I know it's so, I know that it really may be. Let me learn. see those shining lights inside of me. Make me feel those lights inside, don't lie to me. I know it's so, I know that it really may be just what I've always waited for. This is what my life created for. Let me learn.
Daddy always thought that he married beneath him. That's what he said, that's what he said. When he proposed, he informed my mother he was probably her very last chance. And though she was 22, though she was 22, though she was 22, she married him. Life with my dad wasn't ever a picnic, more like a come as you are. When I was 5, I remember my mother dug earrings out of the car. I knew that they weren't hers, but it wasn't something you'd want to discuss. He wasn't warm. Well, not to her. Well, not to us. But everything was beautiful at the ballet. Graceful men, lovely girls in white. Yes, everything was beautiful at the ballet. I was happy at the ballet. Up a steep and very narrow stairway to the voice like a metronome. Up a steep and very narrow stairway. It was in paradise. It was in paradise. It was in paradise. But it was home.
Mother always said I'd be very attractive when I grew up. Then she said the special something in a very, very personal way. And though I was 8 or 9, though I was 8 or 9, though I was 8 or 9, I hated her. Now, different is nice, but it sure isn't pretty. Pretty is what it's about. I never met anyone who was different, who couldn't figure it out. So beautiful, I was never lived to see. But it was clear, if not to her, well then to me.
That everyone is beautiful at the ballet. Every prince has got to have his swan. Yes, everyone is beautiful at the ballet. I was pretty at the ballet. On the steep and very narrow stairway to the voice like a metronome. On the steep and very narrow stairway. It was in paradise. It was in paradise. It was in paradise. But it was home.
I don't know what they were for or against really, except each other. I mean, I was born to save their marriage. But when my father brought my mother home from the hospital, he said, well, I thought this was going to help, but I guess it's not. Anyways, I did have a fantastic fantasy life. I used to dance around the living room with my arms up like this. My fantasy was that he was an Indian chief. And he'd say to me, Maggie, do you want to dance? And I'd say, Daddy, I would love to dance. But it was clear that I was born to
Don't put your doctor on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your doctor on the stage. The profession is overcrowded and the struggle is pretty tough. And admitting the fact she's burning to act, that isn't quite enough. She is nice and to give the wretched girl her due, but don't you think her bust is too developed for her age? I repeat, Mrs. Worthington, sweet Mrs. Worthington, don't put your doctor on the stage. Regarding yours, dear Mrs. Worthington, Wednesday, 23rd. Although your baby may be keen on a stage career, how can I make it clear that this is not a good idea for her to hope, dear Mrs. Worthington, is on the face of it absurd. Her personality is not in reality inviting enough, exciting enough for this particular sphere. Don't put your doctor on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your doctor on the stage. She's a bit of an ugly duckling, you must honestly confess, and the width of her seat would surely defeat her chances of success. It's a loud voice, and though it's not exactly flat, she'll need a little more than that to earn a living wage. On my knees, Mrs. Worthington, please, Mrs. Worthington, don't put your daughter on the stage. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. Though they said in the school of acting she was lovely as your grins, I'm afraid on the whole an engine role would emphasize her swing. She's a big girl, and though her teeth are very good, she's not the type I ever would be eager to engage. No more buts, Mrs. Worthington! Nuts, Mrs. Worthington! Don't put your daughter on the stage!
I'm not an athlete. I'm not particularly strong. And I've never been very popular. So what am I? I'm an actor. It's what I've always wanted to be. It's the one thing that's come naturally to me. While most children had mama or dada as their first words, I'm sure mine were the lyrics of Music of the Night. Of course, my parents tried everything they could to make me normal. My father signed me up for every Pee-wee league, but I didn't take to it at all. And my mother, she pretty much gave up on me the day she walked by my room and heard me playing Phantom of the Opera with my Batman figures. That's them. So from the 4-year-old who could quote anything from Fiddler on the Roof to Camelot, to the senior entering college, I know acting will always be an important part of what I am. What am I? I'm an actor.
Don't tell me not to fly, simply got you. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Don't bring around the clouds around my parade. Don't tell me not to live to sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? I'll arch my band down, I'll beat my drum, and if I'm band down, you turn it back, sir. At least I didn't fake it, hat, sir. I guess I didn't make it, but whether I'm the rose of sheer perfection, the freckle on the nose of life's complexion, the cinder on the shiny apple of his eye. I know I'm fly once, I gotta try once only, can die once right, sir. My love is juicy, juicy, and you see I gotta have my bite, sir. Get ready for me, look, 'cause I'm a comer. I simply gotta march my heart to drummer. Don't bring around the clouds to rain on my parade. I'm gonna live and live now. Get what I want, I know how. All that the law will allow. One roll for the whole shebang. One throw that bell will go clang. Though I'm alone, I'm a gang. Eye on the target and wham. One shot, one gunshot and bam. Hey,
here's my little Johnny.
Is this your first Norristown show?
Yeah, this is his first time in this house.
My kid's been doing this for years. Pretty good, too.
Really?
Yeah. So, what does your son have planned for after college?
Well, yesterday he was explaining to me how he's going to be a big Broadway star, and I told him the amount of people who actually make it.
I know exactly where you're coming from. My son's got the biggest head on his shoulder, biggest ego, thinks he's going to be the next Stallone. I just got to sit him down sometime and say, Jason, listen, you're really only going to make it in this world unless you hit a big high-paying job like teaching. But we can't make his decisions forever. I guess we have to let them make their own choices. Oh, this son of mine I love so well, and oh, the toll it takes. I would give to him a garden and keep it clear of snakes. But the one thing he most treasures is to make his own mistakes. Oh.
He goes charging up the cliffs of life, a reckless mountaineer. I could help him not to stumble. I could warn him what to fear. I could shout until I'm breathless, and he'd still refuse to hear.
But you cannot close the acorn once the oak begins to grow. And you cannot close your heart to what it fears and needs to know. That the hardest part of love is the letting go.
As a child I found a sparrow that had fallen from its nest, and I nursed it back to health till it was stronger than the rest. But when I tried to hold it, he would peck and scratch my chest till I let it go.
And I watched it fly away from me with its bright and selfish song. And a part of me was cursing I had helped it grow so strong. And I feared it might go hungry, and I feared it might go wrong. Oh, but I could not close the acorn once the oak began to grow. And I cannot close my heart to what it fears and needs to know. That the hardest part of love is the letting go. And it's only in Eden grows a rose without a thorn. And your children start to leave you on the day that they are born. They will leave you there to cheer for them. They will leave you there to mourn. Ever so, like an ark on uncharted seas, their lives will be tossed. And the deeper is your love for them, the crueler is the cost. And just when they start to find themselves is when you fear their loss. Oh, but you cannot close the acorn once the oak begins to grow. And you cannot close your heart to what it fears and needs to know.
That the hardest part of love
And the rarest part of love, and the truest part of love is letting go.
took myself one step, one tentative one step, and suddenly, wow! Highlight has stepped into my life. I never would try life, but look at me now. When did my world become splendid? Unhappiness ended the moment I flew, and I took myself one step, one high stepping one step, and taking this one step, I won't stop with two. One step, I took myself one step, one tentative one step, and suddenly, wow! Highlight has stepped into my life. I never would try life, but look at me now. When did my world become splendid? Unhappiness ended the moment I flew, and I took myself one step, one positive one step, and taking this one step, I won't stop with two.
It was one of those days I spent in the haze. I mean, I was just moping around. And while I was moping, I happened to open a closet. Look what I found. A round sort of ring. I figured it was fake. I pressed it and suddenly...
I've never been one for flipping my lid, but I gotta tell you, flip it I did. Now, I am not the type that goes put on hats. I'm certainly not a guy to be hot to be laughed at in white tie and spats. But suddenly clear a voice in my ear was starting to say to me, jerk, you don't have to sing, you don't have to dance, but nothing will happen till you take a chance. I mean, I'm putting this on my head. I looked in the mirror and I said, mirror, if you don't tell, I promise that I will tell. What the hell? And I took myself one step, one high stepping one step, and taking this one step, I won't stop
So
with
I
two.
know you folks are very theatrically wise. So I know this news won't come as the slightest surprise.
In case you were back to vote on that letter.
This is one of the songs for two parts, where both of them come together.
It was one of those days I spent in the haze. I mean, I was just moping around. And while I was moping, I happened to open a closet and look what I found. A rustle ring, I fingered the thing, and pressed it suddenly. I've never been one for flipping my lid, but I gotta tell you, I flip it I did. Now, I am not the type that goes putting on hats. I'm certainly not a guy to be hot to be laughed at in white tie spats. I'm suddenly clear, a voice in my ear was starting to say to me, jerk, you don't have to sing, you don't have to dance, but nothing will happen till you take a chance. When did my world become splendid? Unhappiness ended the moment I flew, and I took myself one step, one high stepping one step, and taking this one step, I won't stop with two.
I'm just a Broadway baby, working off my tired feet, pounding 42nd Street to be in a show. Broadway baby, learning how to sing and dance, waiting on that one big chance to be in a show. Gee, I like to Someday, maybe, all my dreams will be repaid. Heck, I'd even pay the maid to be in a show. Say, Mr. Producer, some girls get their break. Just give me my cue, sir. I've got what it takes. Say, Mr. Producer, I'm talking to you, sir. I don't need a lot, only what I got, plus a tube of grease paint and a follow spot. I'm just a Broadway baby, slaving at the 5 and 10, dreaming of a great day when I'd be in a show. Broadway baby, making rounds all afternoon, eating at a greasy spoon to savor my dough. At my tiny flat, there's just my cat, a bed and a chair. Still, I'll stick it till I'm on the bill, all over Times Square. Someday, maybe, if I stick it long enough, I can get to strut myself, working for a nice man like Ezekiel or a wise man in a big time Broadway show.
Before rehearsal, the theater has an even greater allure for me. With only a few work lights left on here and there, it appears vaster and more mysterious, like a great empty cathedral smelling faintly of dust. I stand right down on the edge of the stage and sing shrilly into the shadowy auditorium. And I also dance in silence. Occasionally, a cleaner appears with a broom, or stagehand crosses the stage, but they really never pay any attention to me. An empty theater is very romantic. Every actor knows the feeling of it. Complete silence, rather than broken by dim traffic noise apparently 100 miles away. Usually, a few exit lights are left casting a blue shadow across the empty rows of seats.
Suddenly nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely with you know one moment in his presence and you can forget the rest. For the guy is second best to none. Son, ooh, side. Give him your attention. Do I really have to mention he's the one? She walks into a room and you know you commonly rare, very unique, peripatetic, poetic and chic. She walks into a room and you know you manly poised from this world. She's a special girl, strong. qualities extolling. Loaded with charisma, Hazel Johnson, Amber Chandler. She walks into a room and you know you must shuffle along, join the parade. She's a contestant of making the grade. This is what you call traveling. Oh, structure stuff, can't get enough of her. Love her. I'm a son of a gun, she is one of a kind. One singular sensation, every little step she takes. One thrilling combination, every move that she makes. One smile and suddenly nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely when you know one moment in his presence and you can't forget the rest. One night second best tonight, son. Ooh, son, give your attention to. I really have to mention she's the one.
I look back on all that, wondering how I did it. I know why. I wanted that gold ring. I wanted the star on the door. I wanted the applause. And for that, I preened, I dieted, I studied, and I walked. Oh, I walked. I spent the madness of my youth asking strangers to tell me I was special, asking a world to let me in that wanted to keep me out. I wanted all of that rejection because I needed all of that acceptance. And then I found a city that seemed so wrapped up in it, and was. Oh, I got a bit of that ring. I got a bit of that star. But was it enough? Was it worth all of that pain?
And we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better, but because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made from what I've learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea, like a sea dropped by a sky bird
in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for.
But then I guess you know they're pain to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulls in orbit as it passes the sun,
By a wind of the
like a
sea,
stream that meets
like
a
a
boulder
seagull by a
halfway
bird
through
in
the
the
wood.
wood.
Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better, because I knew you,
Because I knew you,
because I knew you, I have been changed for good. Together, everyone. Together, come on, let's have some fun. Together, we're there for each other every time. Together, come on, let's do this right.
Here and now, it's time for celebration. I'm finally figured it out.
Yeah, yeah,
that all our dreams have no limitations.
that's what it's all about.
Everyone is special in their own way.
We make each other strong.
Not the same, we're different in a good way.
Together's where we belong.
We're all who lives together. Once we know that we are, we're all stars, and we see that we're all who lives together. And it shows when we stand hand in hand, make our dreams come true. Everybody now, together, all together, all together.